Let's factor some trinomials. For our first one, we're going to lay out our binomials that make up this trinomial. And our first term in the first binomial is going to be 2x, and then we're going to have x in the second binomial. Okay, and we're doing that because we know that 2x times x is going to multiply together to make 2x squared. Now our last term, we don't know what that last term is. We know that both of the last terms have to be positive because we have a positive 5. So it's two numbers that multiply together to make positive 5, and they add up to make positive 7x. So both numbers have to be positive. So we can have 1 times 5 equals 5, or 5 times 1 equals 5. Now we have to have two terms that add up to equal 7x. Okay, so if we put 1 here and 5 here, then we get a term on the outside is 2x times 5 is 10x, and 1 times x is 1x. That does not equal 7x. Okay, let's try something else. We'll erase these terms, and we will start again. Okay, instead, putting 1 and 5, we'll put 5 and 1 and see what we get. Multiplying on the outside, we get 2x times 1 is 2x, and 5x, 5 times x is equal to 5x, and 2x plus 5x does equal 7x. Let's just double check to make sure we've got everything right. We'll completely FOIL it from start to finish. First term, 2x times x is x squared. Okay, plus our outside term is going to be 2x times 1 is plus 2x. Our inside term is 5 times x is plus 5x. And our last term is going to be 5 times 1, or plus 5. These two terms become 7x. So we have x squared plus 7x plus 5, which is the same trinomial that we started. Oops, I'm sorry, 2x squared plus 7x plus 5. Because when I did 2x times x, I should have gotten 2x squared. I just didn't write it down correctly. Okay, always good to double check what you've done. Let's do a little bit harder trinomial. Let's do this trinomial, 6x squared minus 11x plus 3. And this is harder because there's a negative sign here, and also because 6x squared has more factors and so more options to consider. Okay, so we're going to start with 6x and 1x, or just x. Okay, and our options could be 1 times 3 equals 3, or 3 times 1 equals 3. Okay, so we know that these two numbers actually have to be negative this time because they have to multiply together to give a positive 3, and a negative, two negatives or two positives will do that, but only two negatives will add up to a negative number. Two positives certainly won't. So anyway, let's try 6x minus 1 and x minus 3. What does that give us? When we multiply the outside terms, we'll get negative 18x, and the inside terms will give us negative x. So that's negative 19x. That won't work. Let's try 6x minus 3 times x minus 1. Okay, our outside terms give us negative 6x, and our inside terms give us minus 3x. That gives us negative 9x. Still not the negative 11x that we're looking for. Let's try another combination. Instead of 6x and x, two factors of 6x squared, let's try 3x and 2x. Okay, 3x and 2x. Still need negative signs here. And so 3x and 2x, let's try 3 and 1. So minus 3 times 2x would be negative 6x, and 3x times negative 1 would be negative 9x. Excuse me, negative 3x makes negative 9x. Still doesn't look like what we're looking for. Let's try one more thing. Let's erase this, and instead of doing 3 times 1, we'll do 1 times 3. 3x minus 1, 2x minus 3. Now this is negative 1 times 2x is negative 2x, and 3x times negative 3 is negative 9x. Oh look, negative 2x times negative 9, or plus negative 9x equals negative 11x. All right, so that looks like what we're looking for. Let's just check this to make sure we really have our answer. Okay, I'll free up a little bit of space here because we don't need any of these other things that we created. All right, so let's start again. 3x minus 1, I'll write it all clean and pretty, times 2x minus 3. Let's FOIL. First term is 3x times 2x is 6x squared. Outside is 3x times negative 3 is negative 9x. Inside terms, negative 1 times 2x is negative 2x. And last term, negative 1 times negative 3 is plus 3. So negative 9x and negative 2x become a negative 11x. And then we just bring down the 6x squared and the plus 3. And look, this trinomial is the same as the trinomial we started with. So our factored answer is right here. 3x minus 1 times 3x minus 3. Excuse me, times 2x minus 3. I think my writing kind of got a little fuzzed from all my scribbling. But there you have it.